Sunshine Strawberry comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Tacoma Rainiers going up against the Salt Lake Bees. First pitch coming your way next. The switch-hitting catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
Sunshine.
On fire at the dish
Strawberry.
lately. 10 hits in the last 5 games. A frozen rope. And that's that. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We're at the end of 2. No score. We head back to the top of the lineup.
Right
Digging
fielder,
in for the
Connor
Rainiers, Connor
Joe.
Joe. 0 for 1. First offering, and the runner goes.
Strike.
Some trouble with this one behind the plate. No throw, safe down at second.
Now batting, catcher, Sunshine. Strawberry.
Out in front, ripped foul. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Ripped, but it curls foul. Now here's the 0-2. This one is labeled. That one's back there. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And that's what the fans came to see. Second of the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-2. She's definitely on a good run at the plate. She has to be feeling very confident. And I'm sure the front office is feeling good about her too. Some hitters are just so good at covering the outer half of the plate. She did very well to extend her arms and use a whole lot of torque to pull that one up
Now
and
batting,
over the wall
left
for the
fielder,
homer.
Victor
2 down and a
Labrada.
runner at second base. Coming up to the dish for Tacoma, Victor Labrada. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side, and that'll do it. One runner left on base. Still trailing here, it's 6-2. One out, runners
Now
at first
batting,
and second.
The catcher, number 33, Sunshine. Strawberry.
Labeled on a line to center. It's pretty far back. Runner tags and will move up to third. So after he moved up on the tag,
Now
we'll see if they
batting,
can
the
pay it
right
off
fielder,
and bring him in to score.
Gustavo.
A lot of ways they can plate this run now.
Now batting.
Back to the
right
top of the
fielder,
order here.
number 9,
Next to hit, Connor Joe.
Joe.
2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. He hits a fly to center. And that'll do it. On we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Bees out front here, 6-2. So up next,
Now batting,
Victor Labrada.
Left fielder, Victor Labrada.
Here's a pop-up. And that's that. Time to stretch. The Bees have the edge, 6-2.
Now batting
At the plate,
catcher, number
Sunshine
33,
Strawberry. And she put
Sunshine.
quite a swing on the ball in the 4th
Strawberry.
inning for a 2-run blast. Part of why they've got this lead right now. Hit hard on a line. And now 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Gustavo.
Man on at first.
Now batting,
Carson Taylor will hit next.
Carson Taylor.
That one in the dirt and gets away. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. He's into second easily on a wild pitch, and so much for the chance at a double play. There's someone who's second-guessing their decision right now. Brings in an arm from the bullpen and almost immediately rewarded with a wild pitch. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Relay, throw home. The tag,
you're out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
I know they're
Riley.
looking for a spark, but down like this, every out becomes that much more precious. Tough to see that runner get tagged out at the plate. Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game she can feel really good about.
And welcome back to MLB Network from Studio 21. Lauren Shahadi, Tom Verducci with you today. Another huge day for the progress of women in our sport, as we will see yet another female ball player break into the big leagues and make her major league debut. It's remarkable, Tom. It's inspiring to see what women are doing in our sport these days.
Congratulations to her.
Yes.
This is huge, absolutely. I've got to give credit, too, and you covered her, Mia Lewis. Former big league player, of course, her agent, her mentor. She's the one who really blazed this trail, and now she's got someone coming behind her to keep this legacy alive. And it just goes to show you the way that females can lift each other up and pay it forward like this.
And you said it, representation matters. She grew up believing she could because of the women who came before her, coaches, front office executives, and now she'll pave the way for the next generation. We cannot wait to see her debut. All eyes will be on her.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
She swings and lifts one to deep center field. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall.
The right fielder, number 20, Adam Frazier.
Forced to cover a lot of ground to make the play over there, Chris. StatCast shows us what a challenge it was just to get to that ball.
Yeah, he covered more than 110 feet before hauling that thing in on the run, and just showing good instincts off the bat, man. And he took a great route to get there in time. That's pretty special.
The catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
That one lifted to left. Gurriel on his way over. And that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Angels nothing. You're watching Angels baseball on the show, LA. Strawberry digs in, 2 down, nobody on. This pitcher's barely broken a dozen pitches per inning so far.
Yeah, it's time to foul a few off, Boog. Smart batters know it's not just about hits. It's about getting that pitch count moving north before it's too late. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
On a line out towards center. And makes the grab. And that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Angels baseball on the show, LA. So runner
Up
at second,
next for
2
the
down.
Diamondbacks,
Here's
the
Gurriel.
left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Man at second. Swing, and he popped it up. That is the inning. One left for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Strawberry locks in, tying run on. No time like the present, Siggy. This trip to the plate could really shake things up.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are the moments that define a hitter's season. She's got a shot to flip the script.
And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. So she gets 2 milestones with that hit, her first big league knock, and she drives in her first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat she's never going to forget.
Go ahead run on base. Adam Frazier, the next to hit for the Angels. In the air to left center. Barossa on the move. And that's the 3rd out. So a 9th inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. We are tied 2-2. Back here in the desert, on to the bottom of the 10th. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. digs in now. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not...
Base hit left field. Arenado around third. The relay to the plate. The tag, and he's out. And they cut down the tying run.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Strawberry was solid in her historic major league debut. Some really nice at-bats. Singled and knocked in a run.
Totally agree, Boog. Especially when you consider what this game means and its importance to baseball history. She wasn't overwhelmed by the moment. I'm sure when she's telling her grandkids about this game someday, she'll be able to describe every pitch vividly.
Sunshine Strawberry, fresh off her first career major league hit, a moment she'll remember forever. With that first one under her belt, she'll look to build on that success today. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One out man at first. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy over to Perdomo. That's one. Over to Pavin Smith. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing and a ground ball.
Come on, get here.
Whips it to first. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
One down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno.
14, Gabriel Moreno.
Now the 0-1. And a bunt towards third. Over to first. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone was playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
Popped in the air, left field. Out number 2.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Lifted in the air, right center field. Frazier on his way over. That is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
One down. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Sunshine Strawberry. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. And boom goes the dynamite. Sunshine Strawberry with her first major league home run, a special moment in her young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for her.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if she gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Strawberry.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Out towards right center field. Thomas on the move. And that is that. Angels strand a couple, but they still lead at 7-3. Strawberry played pretty well in this win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
You can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like she did in this one. No question. She's a key contributor for them.
Sunshine Strawberry went yard for the first time in her major league career last game. Let's see if she can carry that power surge over to today. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And next for LA, Sunshine Strawberry. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a high fly ball left field. One away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada. Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So she gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. Runner on the go. Drops one down in front of the plate. Tosses to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. Angels strand one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. One down. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. 1 for 2.
Soderstrom.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Strawberry steps in. They've got the edge, but the job's not done. She's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. One down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
In the dirt. Kurtz gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. Moncada under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the A's, the left fielder, Tyler.
The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Sunshine Strawberry. 1 for 3.
Strawberry.
Nice grab. Nicely done for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but she wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
First and second, no outs. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. That's a base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's out easily.
Up next for the A's.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be.
Big spot here, bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Now here is Max Muncy. The Athletics with the winning run at the plate. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels take game 1 of the series on the road. Strawberry didn't do a whole lot in the win.
I'm sure they're glad to get the win, but if she's going to be a driver for their offense, she needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
One down at the plate. Brent Rooker. Popped up. Strawberry in position. 2 down.
Batting third, the shortstop, Jacob.
First and second. No outs. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels. That one is absolutely belted. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. 1 run is in. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks herself up a couple of ribbies. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. She got herself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. Runner at second. This one popped up right side. That's a base hit. Throw into third.
Get out.
In there safely. So digging in, Bryce Teodosio.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but he'll also have.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swing and a pop-up. Base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
First and second, 2 outs. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
2 on, 2 outs. And he lays down a bunt. Throws to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. A's strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
This one smashed down the right field line. Base hit. Lead runner around second. Relay. Coming home. He'll score easily, and the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So runner at second, 2 down. Christian Moore will hit next. Runner on second, 2 down. Swings, and this one's flared. Base hit left field. Here comes the throw. Dives in, beats the tag. She scores. It's 6-0.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Ground ball right side. What a stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, with the runner in scoring position right there on second base, that dive prevents a run, but on top of it, you get it out. I'd be happy with just preventing a run. Nice job right there.
Man at first, nobody out. So in now for the Angels, Sunshine Strawberry. And a base hit into right center field. And now 2 aboard.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Digging in, Christian Moore. 0-2 now. To the right side. And it gets by him. Everybody's going to be safe.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Bryce Teodosio digs in now. And a payoff pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Center field. Butler settles under this one. He makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. Runner from third in to score. The tag gets her, and it's a double play to end the inning. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 7 and the A's 1. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Strawberry had a sensational showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including 2 extra base knocks.
Well, they may want to change how they approach her next time because she was just incredible in this one. She looked like a threat every time she came up.